Boop, 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 boop. Boo, 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 bow. Boo, boo, bow. Boo, 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 boo. Boo, 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 boo. Boo, 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 boo. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. Pepe Le Pew. Beep, beep, beep. Pew 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 pew. Pew pew. Pew 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 pew. Pew pew. Pew 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 pew. Pew 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 pew. Pew pew. Pew pew pew. We'll leave this on. Screw it. Let's leave it on. Buddies. What else is there to say? You know? What is there to say? Go ahead and flush that. Right here, we're gonna have refinery, right? So I can turn him on. Hamza Safir, hello, good morning. Good morning. What a mess. I mean, it's a mess in my opinion. Clearly, I'm the only one that thinks that. If you go on the Gala Discord, apparently I'm the only one in the entire world that feels like this is not the way. As they say in the War of Stores, the War of Stars. Okay. Are they going to go get the oak? Yes, they are going to get the oak, it looks like. Good. People were having problems with people getting oak. Looks like he's going to get some oak. Get it. Get that oak, boy. If anything, that's the least concern I have, is that we have to have oak now. I feel like there's so many other things that just don't make a lick of sense. But again, what do I know? What do I know? Chris Juckham, hello, my friend. Test 247, good morning. They killed my Bitcher wheat stand. I hate them. Yeah, I would have been okay. I mean, honestly, in all fairness, I see both sides of it, Tess, because I didn't pay for my wheat stand. But if I had paid for my wheat stand, like I know someone messaged me yesterday saying, literally day before yesterday, one of their buddies bought a wheat stand, and now it's not worth anything compared to what it was. So I would be okay if they. The problem, I think they're on the money with the slowing the feed mill down. I just don't think doing the 2 feed helps as me. Like, I see what they're doing. They're making the higher rarity wheat stands more valuable, because before, a base model wheat stand was just as, useful for the most part as all the others. Other than, a legendary where you can place it right next to a windmill and it'll, boom, you've got flour, right? So I don't know what the solution is to that. Hamza Safir, Housing Star was okay, but 500,000 each. No, Hamza, 500 to 8,000 has been that way for the past month, and I actually like that because that actually makes you play the game. I'm totally fine with that. I don't like this construction time, though. I tell you that much. This construction time thing's boo-boo. I don't like this at all. I get the idea that construction time is longer, but what I'm saying is that's not going to work in competition. People are going to take 3 days to get their build done now instead of just 1 day. It's just it doesn't bode well for competition. Let's just say that. Good morning, Alina. How are you? Test 247. Yeah, I know, Test. 30,000 for a paved road. Yeah. It's odd to me that they think power plants need to be mid-build now. I find that a baffling thought process. Why would we not want to have passively powered? Like, being able to design a build that's passively powered is a sign that you're able to understand the game mechanics, right? In my opinion. So, the idea that they're embracing you not having that, I don't know. It's weird. I'm all for the record. I'm all for change. I know that was the only comment that ever pissed me off earlier today. Was someone posted if you're a social studies major or whatever how they worded it. This is an exercise in refusal of resistance to change or something like that. And I'm like, no, I think we all have a valid point that this doesn't make that much sense. Like, I can understand, like I went over yesterday, right? I can understand some of the changes they made, but others, not so much. All right, that refinery's blocking this one. So what if we put one over here? Where's 5 at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's put one here. I'm going to keep my energy up for now. I mean, it's definitely a slower process for me, and I've got a wheat stand. So I can imagine if you don't have a wheat stand, this is going to be much more interesting. That said, they keep saying, oh, well, flour, do flour. So instead of giving people options with how they can choose to do their rush, now you're forcing them to do one of them. How does that make the game better? I don't know. I'm wrong. So please make sure when I make my next actual video on this, make sure you comment about how wrong I am. Please. Very important that you do so. Very important. Alright. So I need one more oak for that. That still doesn't have enough water? What if I did this? Well, I've got the little water bot, right? Where's he at? Oh, he's not feeding him? Okay, there we go. Put the water bot. Thought I had the water bot. Like, even if this was your first time playing the game, it would still not be easier than it was. It still wouldn't be easier. A minute for trees? I don't know what they're smoking, man. And my trees are growing 30 seconds, so I don't know. Someone commented earlier, I thought this is what the dev server was for, right? Like, I thought the dev server was supposed to test things. But they clearly don't have their shite together. We're going to start making petroleum, though. Is that green? Yeah, that's green. Okay, good. Well, Test, I feel like it is, but again, as the Discord, I'm wrong. I'm so wrong. I'm the wrongiest wrong that's ever wronged before. I've never been so wrong in my life. I do like the lumber yards, 20,000. Like, okay, that's a good change. Farm tractor being 75,000. I think they should have gone up. I don't understand making them all less. I don't know, dude. I don't know what they're doing. This doesn't make sense. With the prices they put on these higher tier industrial buildings, there's going to be no incentive to go past gas production. You're just going to leave your town at gas production. Giovanni Bellavita, hello, welcome, my friend. No problem. Yeah, 8 wood. I'm confused. How is that making that's making everything harder other than doing flour? Like, how does just flour make the game better? I don't understand the logic at all. Why is slowing down the construction site time making the game better? If anything, you're forcing people to spend more time in the game for no reason other than just to say that they're spending more time playing the game. I get no value out of a 30-second construction timer. Wow, that was some exciting gameplay, guys, where I sat there for 30 seconds and watched my water pump construct. You know? But what do I know? Yeah, like I said, the only thing that pissed me off was someone saying it was people are just resistant to change. No. People that have been around long enough playing this game, this isn't just change for the this is change for the sake of change, not change to actually be a positive change or a helpful change or a useful change or a dynamic change or an interesting change. This is a change just to be like, haha, we changed it. What good is that? I might have to do that over here. 3, 4, 5. What am I doing? Well, I don't have any more water NFTs. Pierre Plays, hello, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Alright, my water pumps are done, so now I should be making petroleum. Easy breezy, beautiful cover girl. And we'll go ahead and put refinery here. Hold coins, good morning, 6 a.m. Yeah, it's 5:16 here. Pierre Plays, I don't want to move either, man. Honestly, I was going to sleep until class, but I was like, no, let me get on the stream at least, since I didn't get my video done today. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know what in tarnation's going on around here. What in tarnation? Eric Kendoka, sup, like, what are you studying? I always read you have class. Kendoka, I am in, good morning, by the way. I'm in IT program right now. So, trying to get an associate's in information technology. Appreciate you, Eric. Yeah, I may end up switching to software development or finishing IT and staying in and doing software development. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Good morning. Good morning, Tim. How are you? Good morning. Good morning. Elena, stop being so nice. Yeah, I'll be honest with you. It's not what I expected it to be. Oh, I just realized they nerfed the wool price. I just noticed that. I just noticed the wool price. Yeah, I think that the software development degree has Python. I'd have to go look, but I'm pretty sure it does. Right now we're doing C# in our class, and the teacher said he's considering switching that to Python next semester. So, Alina, I think that's another fair point, right? There's enough back end on the game that they need to fix, and this is just adding to the list. I mean, you know what I find funny? Yeah, Pierre plays again. The oak isn't as bad of a problem for me. It's the oak requirement. It's the oak timer that's the problem. The oak wood shouldn't take this much longer than regular trees. I don't it's so everything's disproportionate, and it's all silly. But what I will say is, the fingers crossed here is that they're going to actually listen to the community's feedback and not just say, "Oh, this is it." Because if you're on Discord today, it was literally just, "Oh, this was our idea. It's the best idea we've ever had, and it's from God's lips to your ears. This is how it's going to be because we're geniuses and we know the game so much, and now you're complaining because you don't like challenge." And that was Discord. I was threatened with to be silenced because I was just saying I didn't like the game. So, if they're coming after me, they're taking it personally. That we don't like what they did. For the 50th time, they've done something that doesn't make any sense. The amount of water for the oak, yeah, I mean, oak should have always been more water than the trees, though, right? The trees cost less to make. They're slower. Oak wood is for oak barrels. Oak trees should have always been higher than regular trees, in my opinion, and they never were. They needed less water than the regular trees. So I don't know. There's so many little things I could probably just not care about, but from a perspective of I have no idea what crack pipe they're smoking. Let me go ahead and turn this water facility off. I don't know why I decided to make that. All right. I didn't need to make that when I had the water drums, the water pump already. Tim Martins, that's what it was. I don't know what I'm building. I think I'm going to try glass first and go from there. Glass bottles. We'll go from there. We'll see. Money Bum drops in. I'm talking about the lips of God. Yeah, Money Bum. Talking about the way the Discord was handled today. If you're curious. Per usual, dissenting opinions are treated as FUD. To the point where someone with a red name put the FUD emoji under my comment. I had multiple people get timed out for voicing their opinion of disapproval. And that tells me that they don't want to hear what you gotta say. And I'm not saying going in there and cursing them to death. Money Bum, can I just say, if you're listening, this update ain't it, bub. This update ain't it. This is not it. This is not what Townstar needed. Specifically happened today. I mean, I could go through the Discord between myself and Hoss if you'd like. If that's what you want to know, but we needed a meta change. We didn't need the game to become more difficult for the sake of being difficult versus actually sensical updates. Great example, the employee costs are raised somewhere but lowered other. Nothing makes sense. The whole game's doing this, and it doesn't make any sense. Not to mention, no offense to all the developers, but you announce a list of changes and then half the changes aren't even put into place properly. Come on, guys. This is what everybody's talking about. They don't have faith in what's happening with the project because stuff like this continues to happen. And that's just the unfortunate truth. Paved road, the paved road needing lumber, okay, fine. But making it $30,000 instead of where the price it was, you're adding two different difficulty requirements for it for the sake of just making it more difficult, not because it makes more sense. That doesn't make any sense. I'll put it to you this way. I have no idea what direction they're trying to achieve with this update, but it does not seem like a coherent thought process. It seems like let's about that. Let's do that. Yeah, this over here too. Oh yeah, let's do that. I don't know. Paved road costs twice as much as a refinery. Interesting thought, isn't it? I like the idea of if you truly want to make the beginning of the game easier, then adding all these false difficulties doesn't make the game easier. Removing the paved road requirement for the refinery, that makes sense. Okay, that makes it easier. That's less cost. But now I got to have one paved, one not paved, one paved, one not paved. It almost made more sense just to have them all paved. Or make every industrial building require a paved road because they're industrial buildings. That would make sense. That would add a difficulty without forcing just the price up for no reason and adding the arbitrary lumber cost into there. You want to make lumber mill higher cost? Okay, fine. If you look at the proportions for where they increase some of the minute rates, they just don't make sense. They're just doing it to do it. Raise them all by 3 times the amount. Okay, fine. Well, you're raising one by 3 times the amount and raising the other by 165,000%. Doesn't make any sense. Going from $50 a minute to $2,000 a minute? That for what? What? We don't want to even talk about the AI Rexision, okay? D.E. Puna, meta. How about this? How about that? What about this? Huh? The old tried and true trusty beta. Well, Rexision, here's what I'll say. If they come out with a wood NFT, then we all know what the writing on the wall is. If there's a wood NFT coming, and they nerfed wood, they made wood more difficult, then they release a wood NFT, then we all can see the writing on the wall at this point. I was giving them the benefit of the doubt with candy, because candy was a new concept. Hey, we got candy shops, and now we have a candy meta. Okay, fine. All right, whatever. It was a meta. It was 2 weeks. Sure. Candy canes continue to suck. Oh, I was insulted earlier for suggesting that they should consult me about some of the changes they're making, as if I haven't just given this game 365 days of my fucking life. Like I don't play this fucking game like I breathe air. That pissed me off, in all fairness. Because what I was hinting at was what I had addressed in a previous video, which is where they should have community leaders or representatives of the community to come together, perhaps for a council maybe, on suggested updates. The game developer always has the last say, but at the very least, you could say, well, look, we had Grizzly from BTB, we had Galax from NTM, we had Lycan from LWG, we had Sand King from NLO, we had the Korean community representative, and this and that, and get us together and have us put our input and thoughts on what's coming on. Because at the very least, worst case scenario, you don't do what we suggested, or you go against what we suggested, you can at least say you gave us an audience. Right? At the very least, you can say, well, we did listen to them, but we think in the long run we were correct. Okay, fine. You gave us a chance to state our opinion. Right now, if you go on the Discord, I challenge all of you right now to go onto the Gala Games Townstar Discussion Discord, type in the search bar, type in, let's see, I'll give you the exact command you have to type in. I challenge you, type this in and look at what they were saying to me, of all people. The best mustache in Townstar. This is what I was being treated. Go in there and type in from. Right? Type in from, colon, and then put in Lycan. Start just typing Lycan, it'll come up. Lycan _ warlord, it'll come up. But for the record, let's do it properly. With the full username. I dare you. I dare you to go look and see what was what I was dealing with today. Go ahead. Go look. Go on Discord and look. Go look. I dare you. And if they're treating me like that, who's got a platform and is popular in the game, can you imagine what they do to everybody else that isn't me? And that's why people are upset, because they not only feel like their voices aren't heard, they're being silenced when they say what they can't. Dark Dream, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you may be, my friend. Test, you can't because you're banned? Wow. You know, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. And that's what it feels like. All right, we got paved roads. Let's go ahead and put our power plants down. Which, okay, making the power plant $250,000. Again, I don't understand power plant being a mid-build. Power plant shouldn't be mid-build. I should be able to set up my town so that everything is passively powered and passively watered. That is the sign of understanding the game's complexities, where you have to place things, making sure there's no shade here, there's no shade there. This does not make any sense. Plain and simple. You are making it more difficult for the sake of just turning up the difficulty without giving us any content. Just making the enemies take 16 times more damage for no reason other than you got to sit there for an extra hour hitting them. Synonymous, what's up? Good morning. If they're talking like that to me on the Discord, and I'm not being rude, I'm just saying what I think. If they're willing to ban me or block me or silence me, the face of Townstar, because of dissenting opinion, how do you think they treat the average Joe Schmo? Now, don't get me wrong. There are people that are coming in there dropping F-bombs left and right. I get that. We're not talking about that. Those are extraneous circumstances. We're talking about the people that are like, hey, this doesn't make any sense. Why did they do that? And you get blasted with, right? I want the best for this game, and this update is not it. Synonymous, no, I did not get banned, but I got warned that I was going to be put on timeout if I continued. To which I replied with, I rest my case, because they're threatening me to shut up. If I don't shut up, they're going to block me. Correct, FUD. Pierre plays, with these new prices and requirements, I don't know I'm going to get a passive self-sustaining farm with 40 gas. You're not. They don't want you to get passive self-sustaining farm with 40 gas anymore. Without NFTs. Mathematically, let's do the math for fairness' sake. Let's do the math. Okay, we don't have a way of checking. We're gonna have to look at the code. Excuse me. Where was that? It was in. Where I have it up, don't I? I still have it up. I should. There we go. Okay. Don't I? Don't I have it up? Did I not edit this? Oh, they haven't edited my spreadsheet anymore, because my spreadsheet's not good enough. Remember that. Remember that, everybody. They changed their mind. They don't want to use my spreadsheet anymore. My spreadsheet's not good enough anymore because I have a dissented opinion. Remember that. The day the music died and we were singing bye, bye, Miss American Pie. Drove the Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing, "This'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die." All right. Let's find that link real quick, and let's do the math, right? We know it now costs us $500,000 just for power plants alone, not including the employee costs, right? So we're gonna look right now and see how much you can make on 40 gas selling flour. Money Bum, who threatened me in Discord? Nephilim Hoss. Nephilim Hoss was the first person to ever ban me, actually. And it's the only time I've been banned. And it was over an emoji, which I find hilarious. I got banned over an emoji. And you know what? We talked to Galaverse, and we were cool. But then today, they don't like... I'll put it to you this way. If you can't discern from me stating I'm not happy with the changes that were made and me attacking the developers, then you're the problem, not me. If I'm saying these changes don't make sense and you should confer with the community leaders, the ones, the representatives, the ones the community have hoisted up as their voice, if you don't confer with them for maybe just some of the ideas you got, and then that community comes out as a whole and says they don't like what's going on, and you just sarcastically dismiss them, that's not a healthy environment. I challenge any of you that are not in my server to come check my server and compare side to side my server and Gala Games Discord. It is a whole world of difference. And I don't go to BTB's server and I don't go to MTM server, but I can guarantee it's probably way better than Gala Games handles their server. Now, those guys, we're not a company. We're not a multi-billion-dollar cryptocurrency company. I get it. But that still doesn't mean it should be communist China. Even freedom of speech has limits. But freedom of speech still has fundamentals that we abide by. You can come in here and say whatever the hell you want. Just don't attack anybody. Right? I think that's a fair middle ground, don't you? Yeah, Test 247, my spreadsheet, the one that I created that they started using officially, has not been updated since January 5th. So whether they're waiting or not for these official changes to go through, or they're just going to do their own, which they clearly have, created their own Google Docs right here. So it was fun while it lasted, kiddos. Synonymous. It is indeed still in beta. Relax and just test the system, I guess. Synonymous, you're way too calm right now, Synonymous. You need to get hype, bro. I need some hype. I need some hype in the chat from you, Synonymous. Good morning. Good morning, by the way. Welcome. Stephen Wynn, hello, my friend. Welcome. Jasmer RE, what's up? What's up? Sorry, I'm going back to the chat right now. Hodo Collins, I appreciate you, by the way. I appreciate you. I hope that my stuff has been helpful. And in all fairness, I'm probably going to have to completely redo everything that I've ever done. So yes, you're right, Synonymous. I am going to have to make more content, and that's fine. But that also means that's how radically they've shifted the game that none of my instructional videos will be applicable anymore. Who are we? Learn how to earn in line. Hey, I'll drop in and say hi. I'm good, man. Learn how to earn. Welcome, my friend. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, where you at? Chris Juckham, give us strategy to enter the top. Yasin, you always come in here with demands, my friend. How about a hello first? Hello, Yasin. How are you doing? Honestly, I can't give you a strategy to get to the top because I don't even know myself. Does auto sell cost more gas than normal selling? No, it shouldn't. All the auto sell is doing for you is clicking the trade depot or the trade pier or the freight pier for you, and then clicking on the sell. What dictates your gas cost is how far away you are. Or, for instance, freight piers cost more gas on average than the regular, your regular like trade depot. for distance per square, essentially. Where are we at? Where are we at? Where am I at? Where am I at? Don, okay. Hamza, people are very sensitive these days. People just flock behind a day and form a call. You can't even question anything and get bullied left, right. Listen, again, if you go into their Discord and start attacking people, you lose my support. But stating your the facts as you see them, stating your opinions and your feelings on it, shouldn't get you banned. Shouldn't get you blocked. Shouldn't get you silenced. If you attack someone, different story. If you're just cursing up a storm and you're not providing any valid arguments, I can understand. Like, hey, can you tone down the language? You know, something like that. Just like that. I don't see the problem. Glitch. I'm going to have to redo everything. Everything. And again, I don't mind still trying to help. The problem is that's how much this change is a departure from the town star that got us all here, you know? Yeah, Big Blaze. Big Blaze said the magic word, baby. Where you at, Big Blaze? Where you at?
Warning. Warning.
Giovanna Bellavita. Good morning. Good morning. Love you as well. I love all of you, by the way. I know I'm ranting right now, but I truly care about all of you, and I care about everybody that works at Gala, regardless of how they feel about me or what I say in the Discord. I do care about them. I want them to succeed. I want us to succeed. I want us both to volcano, right? Both sides go up. Not an avalanche. Both sides go up. And I understand that test, and I understand that. Aggression builds more aggression, right? I get it. Appreciate that, Money Bum. It is what it is. I get that not 100% of people think this is a bad change. Okay. But when it's spoken like I'm the only person that thinks it's a bad change, it gets frustrating. And that happens when people continue to get silenced. I'll send you screenshots if you want, Money Bum, but there's no point. We're past Discord now. I'm gonna leave Discord alone. I'm going to focus on what I got to do, which is make more videos about this weird-ass update and explain all the things I think that make zero sense. And I'm also going to continue to give a platform for people that don't have voices in the regular Discord, which should alarm you, by the way. Should alarm you that you can't speak your mind if it doesn't go along with the program. I'm going to continue to give a platform for those people to express themselves. And we'll see what happens. But from my lips to whoever gives a shit's ears, this update ain't it. When I read it last night before it went live, I said this ain't it. People were messaging me, did you look at the update? Did you look at the update? This ain't it. This doesn't even have good bones. At least if it had good bones, we could say, well, damn, okay, well, maybe, you know what, let's tweak this a little bit, and maybe we change that a little bit. No. This thing's got 4 broken legs and 6 ribs that are missing. This isn't it. What needed to happen was we needed to nerf anything with iron, because iron broke the game. People were winning with oak barrels. People were winning with oak barrels. Think about that. They were winning with oak barrels. Now you can't even do uniforms. Okay, fine. You nerfed uniforms. Should have nerfed wine too. Didn't. It's all over the place. Doesn't make any sense. Hodl Coins, do you think you are choosing the correct time to perhaps voice your opinion? They don't have a session for opinions. Hodl Coins, have you ever gone to the Gala Games Discord? Because I don't think you have. I don't think you have. Where are we at? Let me see who I missed. I miss anybody? Oh, Anand Raj. Anand Raj, did you get the link to the Discord? It's It should be popping up in the chat, but I'll send it up right now. All right. Christian Prifty, build. Build what? What are you talking about? All right, so where were we? What am I missing here? Lumber, huh? Yeah, I figured that. All right, let's turn lumber on. We still got gas, so we're good. We will go ahead and turn this off for now. We'll go ahead and turn that off so that way we can get more batteries. Hodl coins, I can tell you, because you asked that question, I can tell you've never been to the Gala Games Townstar Discord. Because you wouldn't be asking that question if you had. Championship support title, Townstar vs. League of Kingdoms. Jasmine, I have no idea about League of Kingdoms, but I'm guessing you're saying it's bad. Prototype, is the competition canceled? Yes, per the Townstar announcement yesterday, they're going to wait at least 2 weeks with this new update. Make sure all the bugs are out, listen to community feedback, and then they will bring the competition back once everything's ready, supposedly. Big Blaze, I wonder if they're ever going to price tanks and they're like it's okay to go. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure the Spider Tanks will do well. It's doing well for itself on its own. Rex Decision said you should be able to express opinions and concerns no matter what time of the day. Obviously not swearing or being stupid about it, but you should be able to give your opinions. Correct. I agree. Christian Prifty, some of the changes I personally liked, but overall the changes were only meant to make it harder. Definitely not balancing the game. If we're looking at week competitions, we would still only have 2 to 3. Yeah, again, I don't like the idea, Christian, of less opportunity for people to earn Gala. Or excuse me, to win Gala. Not earn Gala. Win Gala. Because at the end of the day, if you look at when Townstar was thriving, when Gala was up, when Town was up, it was because the weekly competition was going off every week. Boom, 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 boom. Every week. Boom, boom. So that meant in a month, 1,600 people had a chance to win. Now, realistically speaking, the same 200 or 300, probably every 400, were the same people. Most likely. So, okay, expand it to 1,000. Well, expand it to 1,000 and do it every week. Cat, I don't care. Shush. It's over here hollering in the living room. Right past the door. If that's not economically feasible for Gala, then every 2 weeks. Because then you'd have the vanilla meta for 2 weeks. One of those weeks would be a competition, and then the other 2 weeks would be a new meta. Okay, fine. At least that's 2,000 people that would have a chance, hypothetically, to earn or to win Gala. So that's an improvement over 1,600. I still think it should be every week. I still think you need more opportunity to get people in the ecosystem. More hooks for fish to get on the line. So, Jasmine RE, how long have I been streaming Town? Are you referring to me streaming playing Townstar? Or are you referring to me streaming like right now this particular stream? Because I'm not sure. I'm not sure what you mean. Test, I get that you're upset about the wheat stand, and I get it. I agree. Them nerfing, they like double nerfed the wheat stand. I like the idea of it being slower. I like the idea of the sheep move slower. Okay, cool. But if you just bought a wheat stand, which we all know is one of the more expensive NFTs out there, if you bought a base model wheat stand because you've watched some of my videos or seen people talk about it, and the next day it's nerfed to the point where it's useless compared to what it was, I get it. Yeah, again, I think that's a fair nerf. Like if they can pull back the two feed requirement, I think a 3 wood requirement on the feed mill is a fair balance. Make the trough require 3 wood. Make the feed mill require 3 wood. Do it that way. But by nerfing the wheat stand, you're causing, that's another, a lot of people's anger right there. Rexision. While competition server is down, they should double P2E rewards to offset it. That ain't happening. That ain't happening, pimpin'. Ollie D, how are you, my friend? Welcome, welcome. Or 1.5, you get the idea, though. It's not going to happen, man. It's not going to happen, Rexision. They have no reason to do that. Nomadism. What can you do with the wheat stand now? Well, you can do the same thing you could before, except you can only put 7 feed mills that will actually get the full 2 wheat they need. All the other surrounding feed mills that you would normally be able to put will only be getting 1 wheat, which means they won't be operating. Love you too, Ali. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you being here. Yasmir Ari, how long have I been streaming this game month, year-wise? I've been playing Townstar since May of last year. I've been making videos about Townstar since probably June or July. You can go look at my Townstar build videos and see what my first one was. Prototype, what happened to the wheat stand? No, not range. The feed mill now requires 2 wheat to process. Not to mention it also processes 10 seconds. So they fully nerfed the feed. I'm okay with them nerfing feed. I'm okay with that. But it needs to be one or the other. They did all the above. Like Learn to Earn said, like I said earlier, just slow the wool production, keep everything else as it was. You achieve the same outcome. Yeah. There was a checklist of there's option A, B, C, D, and E of how we can nerf wheat stands or nerf feed or nerf wool, and they did all of the above. I agree, Rexision. Without the competition, Townstar has no purpose to exist other than to do the daily quest to collect your town coin, which has no purpose other than having town coin. Because if they continue on the path they've set out, town will not be a part of Gala Power. Cunix, hey man, I have 2 different towns, 2 different servers. Do I need to log into both of them every day? No. As long as you play, like right now, like I'm gonna play this town, get it to self-sustaining gas production, and I got too much oak. I'm so busy talking to you guys, I'm not even paying attention. All right, let's demo all this freaking oak. So once I get this to like a sustainable farm, I can make a new town, and this town will sit here until I come back to it. As long as you play the town enough so that the watchdog doesn't think you're just spot holding, you'll be all right. Does that make sense? Does that make sense, Cunix? If town had no Gala Power, I'd think that its price would hit 0. Nomadism, what's the best strategy right now? I don't know. Am I going to quit? No, I'm not going to quit. Shut up, cat. I don't care. I got more important things to worry about than your loud ass. Shut up. No one likes you. Yeah. So what are we doing? What are we doing here? What are we doing? I need less oak wood, I tell you that much. Cat, shut your mouth. Yeah, no problem, Kinix. Nomadism, if I had to guess nomadism, I can tell you what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to start with glass wine bottles and see how many I can make with one side. And then I'll switch to probably blue steel. See how much I can make with blue steel. And then I picked this square because it gives me the best. I can do everything I need to do with this square. I can do wine with this square. I can do... Bruh, shut up. Loud ass cat. I can do wine. I can do blue steel. I want to try glass bottles. See how it goes. Oak barrels. I can do all the ones that are most likely meta. Christian Prifty. Yeah, everybody's going to be doing candy canes. I shudder at the thought that candy canes is now meta. It better not be. Donald Fontanella, do we have an updated guide on crafts based on the update, i.e. how many stars, iron result? So Donald, the only thing we have right now is their official announcement, which is this page right here. This is the link from their announcement. So what I can say is I haven't adjusted my normal spreadsheet that we normally use, but I can, or I can make a copy of their changes and adjust. I mean, I'd have to play with it, but yeah, no problem. It's so Donald, that's the link. If you go to Townstar announcements, it's the link from like 3 days ago, but it's the same thing. I made a copy of it so I could just like highlight what went up and what went down. But I'll for sure go over it and voice my opinion on it. I'm going to make a video about the update tomorrow. Well, later today. I was going to do it today, but I literally was so drained from today. And then I had to go, I took my daughter and her sister to dinner, and then I got home and I'm like, I'm going to bed. Holiday, I don't think they care about the community voice. They only have the community to announce NFT sales. I never say anything on Discord server again since the last time I got banned for 24 hours. Yeah, and that is, I voiced that earlier, Ollie D. People shouldn't be not only afraid to speak their opinion, but disallowed to speak their opinion, right? Shh, cat, I'm not. You don't get to talk. Shut up. It's supposed to be an outside cat. That's not supposed to be an inside cat. It's cold. When it's cold outside, we let the cat inside. It ain't cold right now. It's 80 degrees outside. Clouder, the cat wants attention and or to go lay on my bed and or food, and I'm not doing either of those. So, restriction. Anyway, I'm going to go get, if I stay much longer, I'm going to ruin my day and get mad about Townstar. Yeah, honestly, it kind of screwed my day over yesterday. I'm not going to be honest. Well, not so much just the update, it was the way the Discord went down. That kind of grumped me up, you know? So, I got you, trust me. All right. We're going to go ahead and turn on gasoline for now because I have enough energy to build this power plant. Yeah, learn how to earn. This cat should stay outside. I mean, she's nice. She's nice. I like her. But she's an outside cat. She needs to keep her ass outside. You're right, Christian. I'm being very very Gala Games Discord right now. How dare I? How dare I not ask the cat how it feels? How dare I just silence it? Daniel Rainbird, hello my friend, welcome. Is it free to join my Discord? Absolutely. Discord is free to join. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. That's the link that I posted right there. I guarantee you she just wants to go lay on my bed. That's all she wants. Because it's almost feeding time, but it's not feeding time yet. It's almost time. And by the way, I've got the most people on stream that I can recall. And I have to go to class in 2 hours. So I'm going to take this stream up to the cusp of what I can. And then I'm going to have to, unfortunately, discharge myself. But what I will promise to all of you is I'm going to go to class. When I return from class, I will make a video about this update. And it'll be my preliminary thoughts. We'll call it the preliminary thoughts update, right? I'm going to allow myself the chance to change my thoughts and opinions on the game as the updates go. That all being said, I feel pretty confident in saying that I'm right about the update, you know? But I could be wrong, and I reserve the right to be wrong and apologize for being wrong and bless Gala with my holy words. Shahir Al Mera Andaz. Common wheat stand. If I buy, what benefits I will get in game? Well, also, hello, good morning, afternoon, evening, good night, wherever you may be. Hello, nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. The way a wheat stand works is it produces wheat passively. So I will go ahead and show you what that means. Prototype, that cat gets more love than it should. That cat doesn't deserve love. Oh, I had it over here. That's where I had it. Look, you want to know where I had the game at right here? Remember I said I had a copy of it? Look, here it is. Here's a copy of it. Lockstock, what's up, my friend? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, we got Timbo Flex in the house. Yeah, so this was my version of it, and maybe I'll go out and flesh it out more. I don't know. But a lot of the things that happened, I don't think they announced in here. At least I don't feel like it. I mean, yeah, they did. Okay, yeah, they did. The 4 to 8 wood there. I just didn't really look at it. Anyway, we were back to what was Shahri. There's a website called coolwhip.com. Oh, you're gonna make me get the fucking cat? Jesus Christ. Yeah, see, now she's gonna think she's famous. Come here, you little bitch. Shut up. Come here. Come here. I want to see you. Come here. Are you happy now? See the cat? She just wants to be able to come in here. You happy now? All right, you happy now? Are you happy now? All right. So, Clouder literally means a group of cats. I did not know that, Clouder. All right. So, the cat's name is not the cat. The cat's name is the cat. I think the kids called her Tinkerbell. I forgot what I think they decided on Tinkerbell. I don't remember. They had so many names for the cats. We have Midnight. Midnight's the black cat. I think she's Tinkerbell. I don't know. Rivera, yeah, thank you. So she wanted to go outside. In case you were wondering, that's why she was meowing, because she wanted to go outside. Why she came in the house in the first place, I don't know. But we don't have a doggy door. But she wanted to go outside. Okay, here we were. Who were we helping here? We were helping Shahri. Okay, so look, if you're still here, Shahri, right? I think Shahri feels better. Okay, Shahri, if you're still here, the wheat stand NFT provides passive wheat. Okay, I'm placing the wheat stand down now, and I'm gonna turn this overlay to wheat. So right here in this drop down, I put I click on it and go to wheat. Okay. So if we're gonna zoom in so you can see. All right. Now, do you notice how there's orange and then there's yellow? Okay. Do you see that orange and yellow? Now, Gala and the cat, new channel. I don't dislike the cat. She's just very needy. I don't dislike the cat. She needs to go to the veterinarian though and get like a nice bath. And I'm not bathing that cat. Shayri, if I'm saying your name wrong, by the way, also let me know how to say it. I don't want to say it wrong. Shayri. Let's go with Shayri until you correct me. So if you see, we have orange here and we have yellow here. Now, what that means is in the orange, I know you can't see this, but when I hover my mouse over the box, it says what the square is and what's in it. And in the orange, there is 2 wheat. Okay? Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Giovanni. I appreciate you. Lockstock, my thoughts on the material changes. I don't like a lot of what's happened in the game. Lockstock. And we'll go into that in a second. Let me finish this wheat stand first, if you don't mind. Okay. Also, Lockstock, thank you for the tier 1 sub. Appreciate you. We're going to shout you out again. Thank you, Lockstock. Thank you. No, she's a very cute cat, but she needs to go to the vet. Or the cleaners. Drop her off the cleaners. So everywhere before this update, where you see a yellow or an orange square, Shayri, you were able to place a feed mill. And in placing that feed mill, the feed mill would be placed next to the wheat stand and be able to get the 1 wheat that the feed mill needed. So traditionally, with the base model wheat stand, which is, of course, the cheapest wheat stand that's available, you would be able to place this many feed mills. You are required to have one of these spaces dedicated to a road, does not need to be paved. So this is what a traditional layout would look like. This is if you had a wheat stand NFT. Now, Shayri, with the new update, the feed mill no longer requires just 1 wheat to be functional. It requires 2 wheat to be functional. So instead of all of these feed mills, you're only going to be able to use this many. I would say that's a significant difference. As Tess pointed out, it cost her $4,000 for a wheat stand that used to be able to do 19 feed mills and now only does 7 feed mills. Now, again, I understand what they were trying to do. They're trying to make the other wheat stands more valuable. Okay, fine. I got it. So, for instance, this is a base model wheat stand. Let's go up a tier. Let's go to a rare wheat stand. Do we have any rares in here? We got epic. Rare. Here we go. All right, so here's a rare wheat stand. All right? So a rare wheat stand does 3, 2, 1 on passive wheat. So right here in the red, we have 3 passive wheat. Here in the orange, we have 2 passive wheat. And in the yellow, we have 1 passive wheat. So the rare wheat stand now becomes as useful as the base model wheat stand. So I'd be able to place this many feed mills. Okay? So the difference between the two, significant on price. Prototype. BTB did not sell wheat to first place. BTB sold oak barrels. But nice try. Nice try, Prototype. Yes, Giovanni. Cat versus Gala. I don't know what Gala would do. I feel like there's probably a lot of cat people in Gala. So the other thing about Cool Whip, which is really cool, is it's already updated. If you can see here, it also says week 2 and 10 seconds. So it already has the feed mill set up proper. So you see now it says 1 of 2, so it would not be functional. So furthering down on the line, if we were to completely demo this, so I don't have to undo all that. Let's go back to empty. Let's move up to the epic wheat stand. Okay. Epic wheat stand does 4, 3, 2, 1. So now you can see everywhere that there's red or orange, you can place a feed mill and it will work. Anywhere in the yellow, it will not work. And we move on to legendary. Let's see, where's legendary at? Right here. Boom. This is legendary. Legendary does 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 passive wheat. Rivera, what is this website? This website is coolwhip.com. Martina Kyle, I think it's only fair if you get what you paid for. You don't buy a V8 car and then Ford decides 6 months later that is your next service they put a 6-cylinder engine in. Yes, I think that's a fair assumption. I think here's the problem. They were trying to nerf wool, and again, they had a checkbox. How are we going to nerf wool? Option A, make it cost more to build. Option B, make it need more requirements to build. Option C, make it slower. Option D, make it need more feed. And they did E, all of the above. And they didn't need to do all of the above. And I'm hoping that they will shift their nerf of feed. Because as to Test's very valid point, even though it's not an investment, you did purchase a product with the expectation it would be this. And they haven't done anything like this, to my knowledge, to any NFTs that exist. They haven't nerfed they haven't nerfed the water tanks or the pond, the billboard. They haven't nerfed the water towers, So, Shiri, good. I'm glad you got it. Thank you. Shiri. Yeah, no problem. Back to Lockstock's question. My thought on the changes, Lockstock. I don't know, man. It's the biggest issue I have off the cuff is these the wages changes, where you go from $50 a minute to $1,000 or $2,000 a minute, versus you got 50 to 150. That makes more sense. 100 to 300. That makes more sense. Intervals of 3, almost like they went across the board and should have done 3 times increase on everything, or 3 times decrease on everything, right? All the changes are chaotic. They're all over the place. None of them make sense. It looks like they just grabbed a bunch of changes out of the hat and like, we're doing it. Let's go. Okay. I'm making infinite energy now, which is great. So let's go ahead and put down our next power plant. And then our completely passive energy will be done. Let's go ahead and turn on this. And once this is done, we'll have fully self-sustaining gasoline production, which, in all fairness, after this, I'm going to go ahead and pave this road. So we're going to put a paved road back here. Billsy Bob 87, what's up, my friend? Hello, welcome. Richie Cool, what's up, my friend? Welcome. How are you? Kentucky Boy 88, first of all, welcome to the stream. I know you just jumped on to say your thoughts, but hello. Wall Street will crash and banks will go bankrupt by 12/1/2022. All right, thank you, Kentucky Boy 88. Appreciate you. Take care on D Live. Nice to see you on D Live. D Live hanging out with us. Richie Cool, I know a lot of us are not a fan, but if you ask Gala, we're all just fudders, and we don't like change. Well, good, Lockstock. I mean, if you got any more questions, like, for instance, look at what the power plant requires. Power plant requires 10 wood, 10 lumber, 10 energy. Okay, fine. All right. You make it harder to build by requiring more things. Fine. They made it cost $250,000 instead of just the $100,000. Not to mention the employee cost goes up to $1,000, which, in all fairness, that's a 3 times increase. If they had done a 3 times increase across the board, I think it would be a lot more manageable. But there's a 150% increase here, 3% here, 2% here, 15% here, 60% here. None of it makes sense. You know the meme of the guy that's from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, where you're like connecting the dots? That's what this feels like. Take the engines out of benefactors' vehicles and see what happens. Test is hot today, baby. Yeah, Lockstock, it still needs the water pump. It still needs the paved road. But, for instance, the refinery does not need a paved road. The refinery just needs a regular road, which, again, that's actually a positive change. That's a good thing. I think that's a great thing. I like that change. Refinery also costs the same as it did. Petroleum produces the same speed as it did. But now, paved road costs $30,000. What? That's right. Thank you. It is. You're right. You know what, Lockstock?
Warning.
It is. Piotr Stanko. Hello, my friend. Welcome. Learn how to earn online. The update makes the need for NFTs more apparent. No, not necessarily. Learn how to earn. It doesn't necessarily make you need NFTs more than you did before. What it's done is nerfed the wrong NFT too far. They needed to nerf the iron NFT, and they didn't do that at all. So the only way they've nerfed the iron NFT is that oak wood takes longer to make. So whoop-de-doo. Beelzebub, I'm glad to hear you doing fine, my friend. Obviously, I'm fine, and I'm well suited for the new changes. You know, that might have been another frustrating thing from earlier, was because I had a dissenting opinion, because I didn't like the changes, that meant I was quitting on the game. I'm not a quitter. I'm not going to quit on this game. I'm going to sit here and document all of the ridiculousness that they have tried to throw down our throats. You know what I mean? And then this, look, the construction time. Look at this construction time. You're not making the game any more difficult for the sake of challenging the player by making the construction timer take longer. That's just stretching out the time. That's just padding the run time so that you can say that they're playing longer. That makes no sense. That's not going to help competition when you got to wait an hour for all your stuff to be built. The competition is supposed to be fast-paced. It's supposed to be, man, you're on top of it, you're ready to go, you got your build, you're going. That's how a competition is supposed to be. In my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe competition is supposed to just be a little walk through the park, and I'll just place one thing here, and then I'll place one thing here, and then I'll place one thing here, right? Is that what it is? That's news to me. All right, I'm going to sell some oak wood because I've got some left over. And we need 2 more lumber, so we're building lumber, which is good. Jasper said, "No, bodybuilder competitions have twigs." Yes, correct. Rivera, did shade change also? I'm not aware of shade changes. You know, thank you, Jasper. I mean, they say that the game's turning more towards a monthly game. No, it's not. Since when? Since when is this a month? Like, yes, the server is open for a month, but the only reason people play it for a month is because they want to collect their daily town coin for the whole month. Not because this game requires you to play it for a month. And yes, we want people to be engaged. We want people to play. Yes, we want that. But this is not the way to go about it. This is artificially making it harder for the sake of, oh, we made it harder. And that just doesn't make any sense. For what? Why? Why are we here? What's the point? What's the purpose? Right? Silo's 3 shade now? Silo's always been 3 shade, Rivera. Silo's always been 3 shade. Same as a windmill. Windmill's been 3 shade. I don't know if they changed windmill. They might have changed windmill. I don't know. But Silo's always been 3 shade. G-Dub, all these haphazard changes make you think there's something else going on behind the scenes that we'll probably never know about. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. I keep saying it. You know, I use me as the example, obviously, because I'm the one talking. I'm the one streaming. But why don't they embrace the idea of a consensus with some of the community's decided representatives of themselves? You know, I don't understand why that's such a bad thing. Why would it be such a bad thing for them to listen to the community? Right? Learn how to earn. Yeah. Quote from the update announcement by Gala. Townstar is now expanded to becoming a monthly game. I don't think so. I mean, again, I think I know what they're saying, but that doesn't mean that they nerf the game so that you have to take a month to play it. If you're good at the game, you should be able to play it faster, right? And they're just purposely slowing it down to say they slowed it down. At G-Dub, if you look at the way Gala's been spiking and Townstar's been spiking, particularly Town, it's just whales dumping and pumping and dumping. That's all it is. There's no logical explanation for it. Alex Stama, have they justified with logical reasons why they made these changes? Some of them. I will try to go in the Discord and find some of them, particularly things that Mal has said. But I seriously doubt that you would hear what they have to say and go, yeah, that makes sense. Kryno, what's up, my friend? Hello. Welcome, my friend. Welcome. If you combine Alex Stama, what they've said in the announcement with what they've announced they are changing, they don't really go hand in hand. They're making the beginning of the game more difficult, other than, you can do flower. Well, you could always do flower. Now they're forcing you to do flower and not giving you any other options. You can't do any other rush, really, without suffering some sort of penalty. Lukman Tahir, hello, my friend. Welcome. How are you doing, buddy? Prototype. Well, here's the thing with the desert. It is easier to make gasoline in the desert because of the oil seep. This oil seep makes it easier to make gasoline. What I'm getting at is all the Express Depot it does is shorten your sell time and also possibly cost you one less gas. If you look at where I'm at on the map, my sell time's not going to be that long. I'm selling right here to Salt Lake City. That's 5 squares. That's not going to be a long sell time, even if I use a regular trade depot. So that's not going to really help you on the desert. What is going to help you on the desert, 100% going to help you on the desert, is having water-based NFTs. Being able to put passive water down, right, without having to build a pond. Now, they did drop what the pond costs, which does help those in the desert. But 24 gas for wool. I'm not sure what you're saying. Hold on. I'm not sure what you're saying, Prototype. Yeah, grapes are out of the ballpark. Can't do grapes anymore. So essentially, again, instead of giving us more choice as to how we can choose to play the game over this monthly game, they're now saying do flour or go buy an expensive wheat stand. So maybe they are just saying buy NFTs. I don't know. I don't like it. And I don't think many people do. I think I'm not the only one that doesn't like it. But you ask Gala, I'm the only one that doesn't like it. Iderv Salim, is this a 12-hour stream again? Unfortunately, my friend, it will not. I have to go to class very soon. Within the next 25, 30 minutes, I'm probably going to get off and then go to class. But I will for sure do a long stream tonight. I'm going to get back. I'm going to make my video, my preliminary thoughts video on the update. And then from there, I will probably stream right after that. Yasmin Ari, I mean, the Superior NFTs price could agree that is their mindset. The Superior NFTs were reasonable, I felt like. Because if you compare the state of how Townstar is, right? All these issues that they're having, right? If you compare that with the cost of their NFTs, and then you compare what the Superior NFTs were and how badass their pre-alpha teaser trailer thing was, like, to me, there's no comparison. Like, I got no problem spending $300 on an NFT for Superior because I believe they can fucking do it. Because they're showing us. That was a damn good pre-alpha teaser. I mean, it was damn near perfectly polished. There was a little bit of issues here and there, but it wasn't unbearable. It wasn't unplayable. You weren't pulling your hair out. You'd laugh every now and then because you'd float off into space. But 350 price floor, I don't think that's unreasonable. I don't. I would like to see it lower. Yeah, sure. Okay. Maybe they start the uncommons at 300 and then go lower. I get you. I understand. But I don't think it's unreasonable compared to what Walking Dead's doing, what Legacy did, what Spider Tanks is a pretty good. Like, if they could Spider Tanks their prices, I think we'd all be happy. But Spider Tanks also, you need multiple things. So they can lower the price of the body and the weapon because you need to have both, right? You know what I mean? You were buying one person in the game. And more importantly, let's say Superior does keep doing well and they become the next fucking best thing. They're only going to sell these NFTs once. So that's it. If you're late to the party. So again, for 300, I was like, all right, cool, I'm in. Con G, sir, last night I got 160 position, but reward for waiting how long? You don't get a reward for that, Con. The only rewards you get are for the weekly competition. And that was a 2.5 day debacle. You don't get anything. The rankings for I will continue to have to say this because Gala doesn't make it clear themselves. If you are on the play to earn or monthly server, if the word competition is not in the name of the server that you are playing on, you are not earning rewards based off your rank. Period. The only way to get the top 1,000 bonus is to be in the top 1,000 during the competition. The rankings on the monthly and the rankings on the dev server mean absolutely nothing. Idurf Salim, hey, how did you manage to borrow Vox to collect town coins you said in your last video? The person approached me at Galaverse and trusted me enough to let me borrow it. Because technically, legally, it is my Vox. It is in my wallet. It is under my control. I get offers on OpenSea all the time for it. If I were a scumbag, I could sell it and never look back. It is technically mine. We don't currently have an active rental system. It's on the way. It's coming when GalaChain gets here. But until GalaChain gets here, it's the trust system. And frankly, it's kind of hard to trust people in crypto space. So I was honored that he trusted me enough to let me borrow it, which is why I would never betray his trust. Thank you, Jasmine. I appreciate you. Take care. Then they screw you at rollbacks. Oh, come on, Test. The rollbacks were fun. Prototype, they do need to fix their map, for sure. They do need to fix the map. Learn how to earn. Maybe the update is not about making people buy NFTs, but everyone off the game, so we go play other games are pushing. Listen, what else is there to play? Spider tanks? That's it. That's the only other thing that's active right now. Now that the Superior playtest is over. Luke Bunta here. I'm not drinking in front of you. This is G Fuel and Crystal Light. Kryno, did they make the weekly competition once a month, or they suspended this month because of the bugs? Kryno, we're currently suspended from competition because of the bugs and because they want to test this new setup. Now, that being said, I've seen screenshots, and I've actually found it in the Discord, and I commented. Mal says they're only going to do them once a month, maybe twice a month. I don't think that's a good idea. I think that's a terrible idea. Oh, I see what you're saying, Luke Monte here. You're drinking as in consuming. Well, listen, Luke Mon, I don't believe in that. I don't believe in starving my body. My body's beautiful. I got to keep it full. Test 247. Cornucopia is coming out and they have integrity. I don't know who that is. Butter Roll. Hello, sir. New update really hard. Yes, I don't think that the new update is a good idea. Butter Roll, can I ask a favor of you? When I get back from class, I'm going to record a video with my initial thoughts on the update. Can you please comment on that and leave your thoughts? Please. That's all I ask. Luke Montahir, I don't have diabetes because this doesn't have no sugar in it, baby. Ain't got no sugar in that, baby. I'm Jack Tan and juicy. Don't you forget it. And I do fast, by the way. I only eat once a day. Idurf Salim, what play to earn games you play besides Townstar? Nothing, really. I've got some stuff on the Wax Network, but you don't really play those games. You just kind of collect every day. Thank you, Butterroll. I appreciate you. Richie Cool, what am I building right now? I'm going to probably work towards doing glass bottles. I want to try glass bottles. And then from there, we'll go from there. I don't have time to delve into it right now. I'm going to keep chatting with you guys. But when I come back from class, I'm probably going to completely restructure the way I have my wool going. Now that I have my gas production up. I'm going to go ahead and demo all these. Yeah, I'm going to restructure my entire wool setup, and then from there I will just start saving up so I can start making glass bottles. So no, Rivera, like Lukeman's good. I think he was just messing. He's just playing with me. The fact that he can fast, that's fine. Good for him. It's all good. I do intermittent fasting though. I only eat once a day. Now, I eat a lot, but I only eat in like a 3-4 hour window. Ider Salim, how do I join my guild? I have a link floating around in here that is a link to my Discord. And if you join my Discord, I have a thread that says how to join the guild. Chrono, the wool meta seems more accessible without NFTs now. Yes and no. Whose question was I looking at? Richie Cool. What's the best meta with no NFTs? It's still wine. Yeah, they didn't really hurt wine very much. The only thing they hurt with wine is the oak wood takes longer to make, but your trees need less water, so you can fit more trees in and put oak wood in certain probably more oak wood than you normally need. I mean, they did slow down the trees, but still, wine is probably going to be top. Blue still might be all right. Test 247. DM me about it. Test. I've never heard of it. Hamza, did the meta change again? Like, what is the new meta build? Honestly, we don't know. Some people are saying cake. Some people are saying pumpkin pie. Some people are saying wine, like I am. Some people are saying blue steel. We don't know. I can tell you for sure what's not meta anymore, Hamza, and that's uniforms. Uniforms is dead. Don't touch uniforms. Till Lashara 288-228-22888. What's up? How are you, my friend? Welcome. Thank you, Giovanni. I appreciate you. You're gonna live till 1,000? I don't know about that. I don't know if I want to live till 1,000. I would like to live to see my great grandkids, but that I don't know. I mean, I had my daughter pretty young. I was 20. So realistically, if I live to 80, she has her kids at 20, her kids at I could see great grandkids at 80, which would be pretty cool. I've done keto in the past. Honestly, I'm just not dieting. I've been eating intermittent. I've been doing intermittent fasting for like 5 or 6 years. So that's just how I'm used to eating. Till Shower, are you from Russia, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I can't do Great Brush anymore because they nerfed the ponds. Artur Szymanski, what do you think about pumpkin pie meta? Now pumpkins need 10 water and only 6 are required per pie. I think that with a good 2 to 6 river spot water tower can be interesting. Artur, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I'm sure people are going to try, and I'm sure I'll get around to trying it. But you're right. Without the passive water, I wouldn't touch pumpkins. I think that's going to... I think, Artur, if this update holds, pumpkin pie might be the new uniforms where you need to have at least 2. Hamza... Oh, Luke went to here. Any news of Mirandus? No, there's no news of Mirandus. None. Hamza, with wine, do you think a mountain on north and ocean on south is good? No river, though. So, Hamza, for wine, you don't need passive water. Is it nice? Sure, you don't need it. What's more important is the setup I have here, where I'm on the desert, right? So you either need to be on the desert for wine or have a desert edge on one of your edges, preferably the edge that's closest to the mountain, or have an ocean edge next to the mountain. So getting a passive water is not really going to make or break you on the wine. Look what here. Did eating once a day change anything for you? I felt better just eating once. Like, I go throughout the day not hungry, and then I get home and I'm hungry, and I eat, and then I'm done. You know what I mean? It was better when I was working out. It was a better schedule. Or when I was working in Texas back in 2020, I would go to work all day. I had Diet Mountain Dew in my ice chest and pickle juice. If I started getting a little dehydrated, needed to get the electrolytes up because I didn't want to drink Gatorade. And then I'd get home and I'd eat and I'd go to bed. And I'd wake up and I wouldn't eat all day and I'd go to work and sweat and sweat and sweat. So fasted cardio is the best cardio for you. So you wake up in the morning and you go run. That's the best time to do cardio because you're still using your fat stores for energy. Yeah, Mark, I would love to teach my grandkids how to play Town Star. Well, Crino, he's not wrong. Hamza's not wrong. An ocean will help you. Ocean will have the same effect that a desert edge would have for you, where you can place your sand mines along there. J.E. Padilla, I think wine's still good, 100%. Adarf Salim, tell us about your class. You're still young. Well, I'm 34. I'm turning 35 this year, so I don't think I'm that young. It's IT classes right now. So today I'm going to have Introduction to IT Part 2 and Cisco, my Cisco 1 class. Hamza, thank you, my friend. Thank you. I'll be on later for sure. I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to go to class. I'm going to record a video when I get back, and then I will get on stream for sure. Richie Cool, did they up sheep pen water? Wasn't it 3? No, sheep was always 5. Sheep was always 5. Butterroll, I spent 10 hours already building wine and still haven't touched wine bottle. Really hard to build perfect gasoline power plant. 250 now with crazy requirement. Well, Butterroll, this didn't take me long to get power plant going, but I have the wheat stand, right? So I was selling wool by 26 gasoline, I want to say. 26 gasoline, I was selling wool. Dimitri Trishkin, thank you for the follow. Subscription, excuse me, on YouTube. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Till Loshara, what am I, T Loshara, what am I preparing? I'm going to start with wine bottles, most likely. And then after wine, I will probably, wine bottles, I'll see how many I can get with one side. Because I have a feeling like wine bottles might be the new uniform. If I can get a 2-sided mountain or 2 mountain sides, maybe I can do a lot of wine bottles. We'll see. Crino, why they named this core change 4.5 at 5.5 they will launch next season? What do you think? No. They named this core change 4.5 because they announced the core changes on 4.5. That's why they named it core changes 4.5. T. Loshara, thank you for the follow on Twitch, my friend. Thank you. Derek Gashgal, thank you for the subscription on YouTube. Thank you very much. Thank you. JD Padilla, it's so hard to grape rush now since they cut off selling of pond. Grape rush was never something you should have been doing. I've been saying this forever. Nobody listens to me. They're so stuck on doing grape rush. When grapes got nerfed back in last summer, you should have stopped doing grape rush. You'd have been better off doing flour. Now, do I understand that wine needs grapes? Yes. But you can do a better flour rush than grape rush because they nerfed it. If they hadn't nerfed the grapes, then I would understand everybody doing grapes. But I'm curious to see how Blue Steel will do with the slight decrease in cost. Notice that Blue Steel is not on this build, which means they didn't change anything about it. So Blue Steel itself hasn't changed. Steel Mill has changed, but Steel hasn't. And it costs more per minute. Think about that for a sec. Think about this for a second. They changed the wages for the steel mill from 200 to 750, but they changed the fabric plant. The fabric plant from 50 a minute to 1,000 a minute. What planet does that make sense that a fabric plant would need more wages than a steel mill? Think about that for a second. Tilo Shower, you don't need a river for grapes. No, you do not. Grapes don't need that much water. Is it nice to have? Sure. Like when I did my grape build, you can go look at my live video from yesterday if you want. On YouTube, I showed my grape build. It's nice to have the passive water from it, but you don't need it. Buddha, you can still do Sugar Rush. Yeah. They definitely want you to do flour, though. They've repeated that 16 times in the Discord. Billsy Bob, flour? Yeah, flour, Flour, flour. Like what you make bread with, what you make cookies with. The cooking thingamajiggy. Fuda. Yeah. Did I just sell feed? Why am I selling feed? Oh, I sold feed because I didn't turn feed off. That's why. It's almost like they were hanging out with Snoop too much. Yeah, that's very possible. Okay, so what we're gonna do is let this lumber mill worker do his last hurrah, and then we'll add a lumber yard here just for shits and gigs. Buddha, I don't think they're gonna put hemp or cannabis in the game, but at this point, would I be surprised? No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. All right. Iderf Salim, is the next competition realistic the next 28 days? No, I can honestly see them bringing it back in 2 weeks. Because if they're huffing their farts enough to think this update was good, then they're gonna launch the competition in 2 weeks. They said it. They're gonna do it. I doubt they're gonna change it. Yeah, iron. The problem with iron, Crino, is that you need the lumber mill. So that's the only downside. But I think Milk Rush is better than Wool Rush now. I don't know about that. You see how I've got my trees right here by the pens? Can't do that with milk. With milk, the barn casts shade, so you can't put the trees right next to it. And the fact that they nerfed feed overall means it's going to affect the milk as well. Milk barn costs less, yes, but milk barn takes 10 wood now. Milk itself, though, still sells for the same price, which means it still sells for more than the wool, but I can make wool faster. So, Ider Salim, thank you, my friend. Take care. I will be leaving soon for my class as well. Beelzebub, how do you start flour? It seems like flour is going to be the flour is the way they want you to go. That's what it seems like. Which flour was always the easiest option before, but you had other options. Now, unless you have NFTs, you really don't have any other options. Mark, I would not be doing uniforms. Mark, listen to me right now. Do not do uniforms. Do not do uniforms, because any build you're going to do is not going to work. They increased the cost of the fabric plant. I had 33 fabric plants in my build. That would now cost me $33,000 a minute. Don't do uniforms. Uniforms are not it. If you want to go see my old builds, Mark, you can, but that ain't it. Gal already milked the cows. Not worth it. Thank you, Test. But they told me a long time ago they're not against putting herb in the vet, but yeah. Well, because here's the thing, Buddha. weed still has a stigma behind it. Beer doesn't. That's why. Brooks Embry, do I like the new changes? Absolutely not. They didn't just change some things, Brooks. They changed a lot of things. It's bad. Have a great day, Big Blaze. Said Big Homie Blaze out. Get to work. Thank you, man. Take care. Cosmo Learner, hello. How's it? Yeah, Mark. They basically said fuck uniforms. No one's doing uniforms anymore. Cosmo Learner, do I have any plans to get an Axie Infinity Origin? I have no idea. I don't really mess with Axie Infinity. No one's really talked to me about it. I don't go out of my way to research things. In all fairness, I've got enough going on, enough stuff I got to take care of and look at. I'm not against other projects. I just I don't have the resources. Brooks, yes, I'm gonna do a video. I mean, Brooks, I did a if you really want to look, I did a live video yesterday morning before class, and that one's a much shorter video, and I go over the changes, but I don't really talk about them like in game. When I get back from class today, I'm gonna do a video on my thoughts, my initial thoughts on the changes. I can tell you this: they've made it harder to play the game in the beginning, the middle, and the end. And not by really challenging you, just making things take longer, making them cost more for arbitrary reasons. Yes, Grumpy G, it's more than this. It's more than the magic word.
Warning.
So, anyway, what time on deck? 6:44. All right, I got about 5 minutes left, and I'm gonna have to sign off. If you guys have any more tentative questions, again, I don't have many answers right now because of this shit show. But if you got anything you want to ask me, feel free. Brooks Embry, they said it's supposed to be easier. Yeah, okay, so sort of, but it costs $250,000 to get a power plant now. Power plant's $1,000 a minute. Refinery doesn't need a paved road anymore, so that's cool, I guess. But they added oak wood into a lot of requirements of what you need. For instance, paved road needs lumber and wood. Some other things need oak wood. It's just a weird update. It's like chaotic. It goes in like 6 different directions. Crying, I have to go. Thank you. Have a perfect day. You too as well, my friend. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Brooks, if you want to just do flour, because that's apparently what they want you to do now. They want you to just do flour. They don't want you to do anything else. They don't want you to have any diversity in the way you play the game. Then yeah, do flour. No problem, Donald. Thank you, man. Check out. Cosmo Learner, what are your thoughts on new feature in blockchain gaming, i.e. move physically to earn like Steph and Genopets? I mean, I don't know anything about it, Cosmo Learner, but I mean, I'm all for getting people to move and be more active. As a society as a whole, we are more unhealthy as we used to be. Oh, by the way, did I mention that the construction time takes longer on buildings for no reason other than just because it makes the game longer? Did I tell you that? Yeah, that was great. Good luck, Brooks. Let me know. Yeah, we're gonna start. I'm not going anywhere, but so far it's not good. So far, not good changes, in my opinion. But clearly, if you ask Gala, I'm wrong. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. So, what I'm going to do, ladies and gentlemen, is I'm going to just let this thing run while I'm in class so I can get some extra cash. I hope you don't mind. I'm just going to let it run. Ali D, thank you. Appreciate you. Yeah, I'll be making it when I get back, for sure. Oh, for sure, I got things to say, baby. Don't you worry. I'm going to speak my mind. I'm going to speak all the minds I got. You're going to get all the minds. How many minds I got? All of them. You're going to get every single mind I got. Hope you like it. Butterroll, I think I'll reset my town tomorrow because I messed up and I started Great Rush after fire. Yeah, I'd leave grapes alone, my friend. They should reduce the timers on pastures. Tim Martins, they made the pastures cheaper. That's all they... Congratulations. It doesn't matter. Richie, cool. What time am I going to stream later? Okay, so I got a class. Let's say I got a class at noon. Let's say I eat. Film my video. Let's shoot for like 3 o'clock. I should be on. Shoot for 3. Mike Herman, did they change who can earn town coin? I can't claim to the daily challenge. I was able to claim. Some people had that problem. Make sure, Mike Herman, you log out, log back in, close your browser, do all that kind of stuff. See if that fixes it. I know it was a known issue. I thought they had fixed it, though. So I feel like they fixed it, but I could be wrong. So just try and try again. I'm going to put another sheep pin here. All right. You're not alone. I think people were having problems collecting, but I was able to collect earlier before I started streaming. So, again, try refreshing the browser, closing the browser all the way out with Task Manager, going through all that whole thing. So, everybody, as you well know, you know what time it is. Butterroll, one more thing. I really want to implement flush partial too. Yeah, I don't know if they're going to do that. They just want you to make all the regrets. Flush it all, get rid of it all. I would like to see the ability of moving items from one storage to another. So I can click a worker building, like click on a rancher, and I can click on the rancher and click on move, and then click on a storehouse and say move 4, and then where else here, something like that. Or let it do it automatically. Just tell it I want to move, you know? Ming Fu, what's the best build to go for F2P? Speak English, Ming Fu. What's F2P? I don't know what the best build is, man. I don't. They changed this thing up. I don't know what's going on. I would just stick with flour for now and make a bunch of flour and go from there. Arnold Hare, my lord, why don't you opt to build wind turbines and oil pumps for energy? Well, I don't need oil pumps for energy because I have oil seep. I have the power plants. Wine is probably still free to play. Ming Fu, no NFTs. I mean, everything's free to play. I mean, if you can do wine, do wine. I don't think wine's gonna be nerfed much, if at all. Blue steel is a lot better. Don't do uniforms. Try cakes if you want. Try pumpkin pies. I don't have pumpkin pie build, so we're gonna have to do it. RSV 777 suffering continues. Welcome and good morning, but unfortunately, RSV, I'm gonna be leaving very soon. I do have to go to class, but I will be back later, and I will rename my video "The Suffering" when I do return because it is truly painful what they're doing to my game. It hurts. It hurts me deep down in my plums. Ming Fu, if you don't have NFTs, you can play the game. You can play the game, do anything you want. Build anything you want. You do not need an NFT to make anything in the game. So if your heart desires to make baguettes, golly, make yourself baguettes. Whatever makes you happy, Ming Fu. You don't need to do a certain thing. Build whatever you want. If you're asking what's meta, we don't technically really know because they just changed the game up and all the changes suck. That being said, Ming Fu, if you want something easy, stick with flour. That's kind of what they're pushing you in the direction. You don't need NFTs to do any build in the game, period. You can do uniforms without a wheat stand. You can do blue steel without a wheat stand. You can do wine without an NFT. You can do all of these things without NFTs. You don't need an NFT to do anything in the game, period. Now, are you asking what's more efficient? That's a question I can't technically answer right now because they've changed the game up. But I can tell you from what I'm aware of, wine is probably fine. Blue steel is probably fine. Uniforms is not fine. Uniforms got nerfed pretty hard. But I'm still doing wool rush. But I have a wheat stand. You can do wool rush without a wheat stand. You can do flour without a wheat stand, you know? Well, Ming Fu, the 5 boxes are great for town earnings. And that's a whole nother conversation as far as why it's going to hell. But I can tell you what they did today is not cool. Not good for town, in my opinion. Richiko, how come uniform got nerfed? It got nerfed because they nerfed the feed mills. Jetology, hello from Canada, my friend. Thank you. I appreciate you. I want to get more content on Gala. I want to keep going. I got to work on it. I got to get better. So, Ming Fu, if you want to do wine, you need a mountain for sure. If you're not comfortable playing on the desert, then get a plain square or a forest square. But if you're doing wine, you need to have an edge that's either a desert or an ocean. So for instance, this is a forest edge. I'm on a desert, so I don't need an edge to be anything else. But if I was on a forest square, I'd want a desert or an ocean here on the left or here on the right. Woodsy, good morning, man. I'm about to head out. Thank you for coming in, though. Ming Fu, if you go look at my video from last night, I've got like my wine build there, and you can see it's the similar layout. I'm on the desert with a mountain. No problem, man. It's much harder to explain it than to show it, but you can make wine with just a mountain. You just won't be making it fast enough to be competitive in like the top 400. But you can make wine with just a mountain. You do need a mountain for wine, just like you need a mountain for blue steel, but you don't need any of the other things. Having the desert on the edge or the ocean on the edge helps you make silica faster, which means you can make wine bottles faster, which means you can compete. So, all right. Everybody good? Everybody good? Everybody's good?
Warning.
All right. I'm going to class. I love all of you. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the subs. Thank you for the tier 1 sub, Lock Sock. Thank you. I appreciate you. I will record the video on the current state of things in my opinion. Well, preliminary video on the new update. We'll do that when I get back, and then I'll stream after that. Shooting for 3 p.m. CST. I'll be back on. So, love you guys. Take care. Have a good day. Happy Wednesday. Happy Thursday. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you may be. I love you. Take care.